Imagine teaching yourself web design, learning graphic design on your own, and editing videos without ever attending a professional class. No expensive training, no studio setup, just passion, consistency, and the internet. Today on Prodigy Squad, we meet a young creative who proves that talent can grow anywhere when determination meets opportunity. Stay with us. Welcome back to Prodigy Squad, where we nurture talent and create opportunities for young people across Africa. Today we are discussing a topic many young people can relate to: self-taught talent. Some children are learning powerful skills outside the classrooms, not because anyone forced them, but because curiosity, pushed them to start. With a phone, internet access, and determination, they are building real skills in design, technology, content creation, and more. Our guest today is one of those inspiring young creatives. He taught himself web design, graphic design, and also video editing. Joining me in the studio is Abraham Agada, and we're going to be discussing with him how he taught himself all the talents I listed earlier. Welcome to Springtime Studio.
Thank you.
I'm excited to have you.
Thank you so much, Mark, for the opportunity.
All right, thank you. Okay, so please quickly introduce yourself, what you do to us.
My name is Abraham Agada. I'm a 17-year-old self-taught developer and video editor. I specialize in developing mobile applications, creating websites, and editing video content. I'm a 300 level mechatronics engineering student.
Oh, nice, awesome. And he's one prodigy that I've known for a very long time. I've seen him develop apps, But let me not talk about you when you're here yourself. So I want you to talk about how did it start for you? Where did it start from? What brought about teaching yourself web design and all that you do?
My journey to developing mobile applications started when I finished secondary school.
What age did you finish secondary school?
I finished at 15 years.
Okay.
Yes. So it was after one of the church services. We came out to locate our buses, and then there was like chaos everywhere. People did not know where the buses that brought them to church were parked. And that day, I wasn't feeling well. I even went to the clinic right there in the church. So by the time we came out, the bus we used to come, it was already filled up. And then the coordinators were trying to organize it, but some people did not want to come down. And me, I could barely hold myself. So while I was resting on my mom, waiting for them to resolve everything, let's get where to sit down.
Yeah.
That was where the idea now came.
Oh, okay. The idea. What if I can do an app that can help me
Yes.
track where the bus is
Yes.
instead of having to look for the bus?
Yes.
So that was where the whole idea started for you. Oh, nice. So what did you now do after then?
Okay, so when I went back, I wrote it down because I've learned a lot from preachings in church, even just reading other people's story, that when you get an idea, the first thing is that you should put it down.
Oh, nice.
So I put it down, and then when I got better, I got to work immediately. Prior to then, I had no knowledge about coding, programming, or anything of such. So the first thing I did was, the little knowledge of CorelDRAW I had, I went for open CorelDRAW on my laptop.
Okay, let me cut it short there. So, but before then, were you doing video editing?
No, none of it. Was the idea of the app that.
Oh, that brought about you learning
Yes,
video editing and also graphics. Oh,
yes.
nice.
The
Okay.
reason for that was because when I started going about the app to tell people about the idea and all this thing, I needed something to show.
To show.
So
do you get that? He came up with the idea of this app. After he developed the app, then now he now wanted to go and start showing, oh, this is what I have done. And to show it to people, he need to do a good video showcasing how the app actually works. So from doing one thing, he learned another. Also, graphic design, also breaking it down for you to understand that this is how this app can work. When you have the app on your phone and you want to track where your boss is at this point in time. Let's say, for example, you are going from point A to point B, and you want to know where the boss is actually right now, that will move it from point A to point B. And maybe the app will tell you that, oh, the boss is at point D
Yes,
and is coming towards
right.
your area in 5 minutes or in
Yes,
10
there is
minutes.
time.
It's time.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a wonderful idea, because that's how I picked interest in what he was doing. He came to me, he played the video of how the app he developed. And what was he now looking for? Opportunity to sponsor the project. So let's continue.
So when I started with CorelDRAW. CorelDRAW is for graphic design. What I did, I created a mock-up of
Hmm.
the app. I got screenshot of interface of a mobile phone. Then how I wanted the app to do. Since I didn't know how to code yet. I just started
Do
with
you know how to code now?
yes,
Did you
yes.
learn it from anywhere?
No,
You
no,
still learn
ma'am.
coding on your own.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes. I designed it how I want each sections of the app to look, how the home screen, the tracking page, and all of that. And then when I did it, I saved it. So when the design was done, that was when I now went to YouTube, and then I started doing research on how to create an app. So that was
Oh, so you already mapped it out on paper, mapped it out with graphics. Then you now went on YouTube to watch a video on how to create
yeah,
an app. So that means everything you learned on coding today, you learned it on YouTube.
yes, ma'am.
Awesome. So we have plenty young people scrolling with their phone. You have data just watching videos on Instagram, just scrolling. Do you know you can start learning something today? He started by going to YouTube and watching videos on how to code. You may never have money to go for coding classes, which is very expensive sometimes. And if I'm to ask him now how much of data he spent learning how to code, in total, I'm not even sure it's up to 50,000 naira.
Not at
I
all.
doubt it. So you can see that you can start just with your mobile phone. Did you have a laptop at that time?
Yes,
Okay, you have a
yes,
laptop. At that time, you had a laptop.
yes. But
Okay,
okay, there were problems I faced while starting.
okay.
So when I did research, I had a laptop, but I didn't have a phone. Okay, and then my mom's phone that I was using, the capacity was very limited. I think around when that was 2022 when I started doing, sorry, 2023. I beg your pardon. That was when I started this journey. So that time, I think ChatGPT had rolled out for like about a year,
Okay.
but my mom's phone could not carry it. Like my mom's phone did not meet the requirement to use it.
Mm.
So I just googled, I searched for it online, and I saw that the basic thing to use to create Android applications was a software called Android Studio. And then I downloaded tutorials on a phone, then sent it to my laptop, and then I started watching the tutorials on how to use. So when I watched, they were hours long. I would watch, I would write down what I, then some important timestamps, because as they were teaching the
Okay,
how
let me cut it short there.
okay,
How long did it take you to actually learn before you designed the app?
okay, so the thing was that once I started learning, I began to put it into
Or
practice. Yes,
immediately?
yes.
I
So
get it.
once I started learning, I began to put it into practice. So I could remember very well, there was a tutorial I watched, it was about 2 hours long. I stayed up because, like I said, sometimes my laptop, sometimes my mom's phone. So that I think that one was on my mom's phone. I was watching, and then since it was 2 hours, I had to wait till everybody had gone to bed.
Mm.
Then I'll have full use of the phone. So when I watched it, started from the installation of the application I'll use to create the app. That is the Android Studio. And then I think few days later, I got data, and then I tried to install it.
Install
So
it.
unknowingly from that was where I met the first problem, and it was frustrating. In the installation, you see, at most 10 minutes they are done, but I tried. I kept receiving error code, error code, and yes. But the thing was that if I had like access to ChatGPT that time, I could have just copied the error code that was there
And
and
put
then
it and
paste
ask
it. Yes, but
questions.
I did not have, and
So one challenge he faced was being able to install the final installation, right? He kept getting error code. But now you have AI support that can give you practical terms on how to start. And this particular episode is for young ones that will say, oh, I don't have money to start this opportunity, nobody to fund me. YouTube is there for you to start. He got my attention, but because he already showed me what he has done. It's very easy to get people's attention when you have something to show. He came to me and he showed me, he played the video of how the app can work. And I said, wow, you did this? And after then, he designed a website for me, right? He designed a very good website. A very good website. And it has been on and on and on. And I can't start telling you of how many things he has been doing or how I have been working. Or you working with me, or I'm working with you. Oh my God. So, but it was his talent that what developed this friendship. So to everyone out there that have one passion or the other, and you feel there's no money for you to go and learn that skill, you can start from YouTube today. You have a phone, you have a laptop, you can just get small data. Start learning something. You even downloaded, right? So he didn't have to watch real time. So he downloaded YouTube tutorial and he was watching at his leisure time. Okay, and I know at some point your GPA was at 4.56. You're able to merge academics and still your talent together. So how were you doing this?
so the major thing is that you should be focused, and then you know where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every time that you go out. At your leisure time, sit down, think, meditate, and then become
Okay, this is
creative.
coming from a teenager now. At your leisure time, sit down, meditate, and you become what? Creative. You must not be everywhere. I'm not asking you not to socialize, but ensure that in doing all those things, you're able to find your talent, find your passion, and be able to what? Learn that skill. This episode will just let you know that the opportunity is everywhere. It's just for you to sit down and learn that skill. I'll ask you a very important question now. So, where do you see yourself in the future?
Okay, so I'm very young, and then I'm on a journey.
Mm-hmm.
So as I grow, there are opportunities that will come my way that some I'm not even thinking of here. So while I cannot exactly say where I'll be in the future, I know that there are better days ahead. And then what I'm doing will eventually leave maybe what I'm doing for individuals, and I will start doing for maybe large corporations and all of that.
So, they're able
So
to get a working for Microsoft tomorrow,
to be
Google.
to be a very great
So, you
opportunity.
have to think it, think it.
Yes,
So, it's not just enough to also learn talent. Think of the places you want to be. Begin to envisage yourself there. And before you know it, you definitely get to those places.
yes,
Then,
yes.
one more last important question. If you had better opportunities, mentorship, and resources, so what would you love to build or create?
Thank you very much, Ma, for that question. So personally, I would love to develop an app that translates Nigerian languages more than just the basic ones that do for the three major languages. I would love this app to bridge the gap in communication and learning across all the languages or across the multiple
But just
languages
will have in
in
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Okay,
Yes.
so I will not make you put your idea all out there. Remember, Prodigy Squad is all about what? Creating opportunities and what? Nurturing talent. So I just asked you a question,
Yes.
and Prodigy Squad is ready to nurture that particular talent you just mentioned. And we're going to go through the journey together and ensure the app is now what running. So now you have the opportunity. So
Thank
coming to
you.
our studio now, you earn yourself the opportunity, whatever it will take you to create that what opportunity.
Thank
And
you.
guess what? I'm going to be taking you through the journey. Okay, quick fire round. So he'll be answering 5 questions in how many seconds
Ah,
now?
man.
Okay, let's just go. So, what's your favorite app?
My favorite app is YouTube.
Hardest skill to learn?
Okay. For me, I don't think that there is a skill that you can call the hardest skill to learn. It all has to do with your personality and how much passion you have and how much you are ready to put into learning a particular skill.
Okay, best place online to learn?
Okay, for me, I'll still say YouTube because it's free and then you get access to unlimited information.
Your dream brand or company to work with?
Okay, I did not mention earlier, but professionally, I want to become an astronaut. So my dream companies will be any aerospace company, whether within the country or outside. Anything from Blue Origin to SpaceX and most notably NASA.
Okay,
So
all right.
yeah.
Advice to another young person learning online?
So to every young person out there, don't wait till you feel ready before you start creating. Consistency is rewarded more than perfection. As a young person, don't expect your first project to come out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Just start and then keep going. Every inventor, every creator, every great person you see out there did not start with like they didn't start with
Perfect
something
work, yeah.
that was perfect. They once had work that nobody ever noticed, but
Mm.
today it has become part of their history. So
Thank
that
you so
is
much.
what
Thank
I would
you
like
very
to
much,
say.
Abraham,
Yes.
for
Thank
coming
you,
to the
man.
studio.
Yes,
I
man.
really appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Today's conversation reminds us that talent does not always wait for permission. Sometimes all a young person needs is internet access, consistency, curiosity, and someone willing to believe in them. There are so many gifted young people, quietly learning extraordinary things every day. Our job as a society is to notice them and support them. And thank you for watching Prodigy Squad. If this episode inspired you, share it with a young person, parent, teacher, or creative. Creating opportunities across Africa is what we are here to do. See you in the next episode. I remain your host, Joy. Bye.